As it stands now, your job is gone. Very sorry, thanks for everything, you were great. Bye-bye.
The difficult words that Geraldine Fitzsimmons has been trying to process. She had been working as a technical assistant at a major events venue, putting on concerts, productions and conferences. When lockdown hit, all events were cancelled for the foreseeable future, and in April she was put on furlough. Restrictions on mass gatherings have devastated her industry, and having only joined the company last year, at the end of July, she was made redundant without negotiation.
I don't think it would have been such a shock if I'd been made redundant in normal circumstances. The fact that I know my entire industry has been decimated, that I'm looking at everything I've worked for the last 10 years is gone. I've no other options. I can't get any other work in this industry because nobody has any work in this industry.
Now she spends time job hunting, but with so many others having had similar conversations with their employers, competition for available jobs is stiff.
I got a reply back from one job this week that said they got over 250 applications for an office manager job, and I wasn't selected to be interviewed for that. So if you're going, that's just one job and you've got 250 people only applying for that job, that's, you know, what chances do you have, like? So yeah, no, it is fiercely competitive out there.
And it isn't likely to get any easier. Redundancies in the 3 months to July accelerated at their fastest pace in more than a decade, as millions are still furloughed. That's raised the unemployment rate to 4.1%, the highest level in 2 years. The UK government has been winding down its jobs retention scheme since August, when it asked employers to contribute towards pension and national insurance payments. This month, the government reduced its contributions to furloughed workers' wages to 70%, up to $3,200 a month, with employers covering 10%. This ratio will change to 60% and 20% for employers from next month, before the whole scheme finishes on October 31st. And economists say this will lead to further job losses, with some predicting 3.5 million Brits could be out of a job by December.
So now we are entering a second phase where the government support via this furlough scheme is going to end in November. While economic activity is rebounding, it's not rebounding as quickly as it dropped during the lockdown. So it means, you know, with less economic activity, businesses have to reduce costs, and they have less support from the government, so they will have to lay off workers. And so it's likely that, you know, by the end of the year, unemployment will increase probably around 10% is our forecast. It's sort of by historical norms, that's a very high number. And the risk is, you know, once unemployment goes quite high, then it takes a long time to go down.
The UK Chancellor Rishi Sunak has consistently ruled out extending the jobs retention scheme past October 31st, stating keeping people out of work indefinitely is not the answer. That means firms are continuing to remove staff from payroll at an ever-increasing rate, and many thousands, like Geraldine, face long, uncertain days ahead. Oliver Regan, TRT World.
Well, for more on this, Patrick Minford joins us now from Cardiff. He's a professor of economics at Cardiff University and an advisor to the former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Welcome back to the program, Patrick. Now, as we heard there, the UK Chancellor Rishi Sunak is under pressure to extend this furlough scheme beyond October the 31st. There's speculation that this scheme is actually keeping the UK unemployment rate lower than it actually is. Do you believe Rishi Sunak should extend the program?
I don't extend the program, but I think he will take new measures to encourage new jobs created and help employers do that. Already we are seeing new jobs being created. I mean, the economy is actually recovering very rapidly. The latest Purchasing Managers Index is saying that the growth rate is pretty rapid and V-shaped. So I think that, you know, there will be new vacancies because of the recovery, and also because he will design a new scheme.
Okay, now can we look at Brexit now? Because we know that the battle over the UK's withdrawal from the EU has resumed during this pandemic, and controversially, the UK House of Commons has actually passed a bill that effectively reneges on the withdrawal agreement, or allows the government to renege on the agreement. Do you think this is unfair, given the fact that the two sides, Brussels and the UK, had been thrashing over a deal for many months and even years?
Well, I think the point is that Brussels has not been very transparent and honest in its dealing. The big problem is that under the withdrawal agreement, it could use the excuse of the Northern Ireland Protocol to stop all sorts of state aid ideas, and also to force goods to be go through a customs border in the Irish Sea. And that's really what this bill is designed to stop. It's not actually illegal. It's merely saying that if that there will be powers to ensure that such practices don't happen. And of course, if Brussels doesn't sign in a new trade agreement to, to behaving according to those ideas, then there won't be a deal.
Okay, Patrick Minford, we seem to be having a few audio problems there, so we'll leave it there, but thank you again for joining us on the program.